Evening, Lloyd, you right?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Fab, thank you. Looking forward to Christmas.
I haven't got a screen, unfortunately.
That's disgraceful. Disgraceful state of affairs. I knew Karen would back me up. Well done, Karen, with the hat. Chris, where's your hat? Ah, dear. Fantastic. Great to see some lovely faces on here this evening. Okay, we'll just give it a second or two. So here we are this evening, folks. It is the 23rd of December, and as my kids will keep telling me, Mum, when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to be so excited because you know why? It's Christmas Eve. But that doesn't stop, that doesn't stop us from really making the most of the time we have available to us and really getting things moving forward and certainly giving ourselves a bit of a injection of energy to get this business moving forward as soon as we finished eating turkey and wrapping presents. So before I get started, can I please ask you all to stick your microphones on mute if you haven't done so already? Background noise can affect, cause interference and distract people, so that would be amazing if you can. Yeah, I just wanted to give you all a very quick newbies call this evening, really, to really get you all up and running. So my name's Hazel Thomas, for those of you who don't know me. I'm going to be GL very soon. I'm working on it. Lovely to see the Christmas hats, by the way, popping up. Very impressed. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm STL. I'm heading towards GL and will be there by Express Day. I've been in the business for about 8 years. I'm a photographer by trade, but my photography business is taking a back step now as I've got 3 small children and I'm building this business and taking it forward. So I'm really excited to be growing my business, and I'm really excited to be able to help newbies and other team members within the group, really. So what we're going to do this evening is just give you a quick show of how newbies can get up and running and how they can make the most of the first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the key things that they need to be doing. So once again, if you have just arrived onto the call, welcome, Merry Christmas, and please put your microphones on mute for me. I would be massively, massively grateful if you haven't already. Okay, so right now then all I need to do now is work out how to share my screen. Give me half a second here. It's here somewhere. There it is. Right. I'll bring that one up. Okay, let me see if I can share the screen, and which is that one. Okay. Lovely. Can you all see that? Can you all see the new partners, what to do now? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. No, anybody? Yeah. Okay. All right, Reese, you're a star. Thank you very much. Once again, people, please do mute your microphones. So, what to do now? Sorry, was that you, Lloyd, kicking in? No? Okay. No problem. Right, so new partners, what to do now? Okay, so to begin with, we're just going to give you a very quick run through on how the new money presentation works. So this is very quick, very simple, and all we want to do is just get in the habit of showing it to people, because it makes a massive, massive difference. So let me go back. Oh, sorry, there we are. So very simple. Just I have it as a little picture saved onto my phone to show people quickly and easily, or some people have got it laminated that they can just pull out and show to people. But it's about chatting to people and saying, you know what, this may or may not be for you, but how much extra money every month would make a difference to you without it affecting what you do now. And those are really powerful words out there, without it affecting what you do now, because people are not necessarily looking for something to replace immediately what they've got, but a little bit of extra in addition can make an absolute massive difference. So we should pull out this table and say to them, look, £300, £600, £1,000, what would be make a difference to you? And if they say about quite often £500 would make a difference. So I said, look, you know, £600, you could get that by introducing 3 customers that are homeowners and take all the services every month. That would bring you in £600 immediately within the next month's pay, obviously. And kind of people then look at the table and go, well, actually, that's one every 10 days. Whereas actually, if I did one a week, I could get myself £1,000 a month. Absolutely, you could. And then it's important to mention to them the bits at the bottom. There are a lot of other bonuses and income for helping others do the same. But, you know, let's not get bogged down with detail. Let's just kind of talk about that later. But right now, it's all about showing you, you know, helping you make some money really quickly. So to begin with, going back to that just very quickly, go away and use it, go away and practice it, go away and just try it with lots of people. It's one of those things you've got to get comfortable with. So really, you want to be just relaxing, okay? That's the real key in this business. Just relax and have trust and faith in a system that is over 21 years old. And it's having that trust and faith. It's called posture. Being able to relax and just have that little bit of confidence gives you a posture that that people buy into. And as I say, just really, if you don't feel like you have that posture, then borrow it off somebody else. Borrow that belief off some of the people around you, your upline, the person who introduced you to this business, or other people around you. But have a bit of trust and a bit of faith, because there's so many people in this business that are having their lives changed as a result of what we're doing by helping people. And also, as it says here, look forward to the journey of learning. It's not like school, okay? So you go to school, you go to university, you spend years learning something in particular in the hope that you might well get a job and get paid what you're worth at the end of that time, generally after you built up a shed load of debt on the way. But this is not like that. This doesn't work like that at all, in that you come on board, you do your online training as quickly as possible. It's dead easy. It only takes a couple of hours. And we can get you out there and start earning while you're learning. You can pick money up on the way whilst you're learning. It's about just getting out there and doing it. So don't let anything hold you back. Don't let anything make you feel like you can't get out there immediately and start hitting the ground running. The sooner you get out there and start doing appointments and talking to people, the faster your business is going to grow, and the faster you're going to see that income coming in. Don't forget to ask for help, okay? This is something that a lot of people can struggle with, in my experience, but we're all here to help and to support. There's a wealth of knowledge all around you, whether it be in your own team or in your upline or at other teams, and we've got loads of ways of contacting people to get that support. We've got WhatsApp groups, we've got Facebook groups, there's telephones, you know, the good old-fashioned picking up the phone and talking to somebody, texts, you know, there's head office, there's phone a friend. There's so many different ways of getting help and support. If you're not sure of something, or if you've got a question, don't be afraid to ask for help. And no question is a silly question, okay? That's what we're here for, okay? But please do, when you're getting that trust and faith that we spoke about just now, get a bit of excitement going on, okay? This is an absolute life-changing business. It's changing my life, and I know a lot of people whose life it's changed already. And yeah, get excited about it, because if people buy into that excitement as well as that belief, and one will help with the other. So get the excitement going, just like I'm sure you're all beside yourselves with excitement for Christmas. I know I certainly am. Harness that excitement and get that going forward. Make sure, as we've got at the bottom here, attitude, mindset, attitude, mindset, attitude, mindset. And that's absolutely what it's all about. Have the attitude, have the mindset, and the rest will fall into place. Have the right attitude and have the right mindset. So practice is the next key one, really. You don't really have to worry about results in the first 30 days. You know, just get out there and get practicing. Now, any of you that have just recently joined the business, and I know I've had 2 or 3 new people join my team in this last few days alone, now, believe it or not, is actually the perfect time, because you've got a couple of days to relax, have conversations with people, but not necessarily, jump on them too much, but you've all relaxed, you're all chatting away about different things. So just ask some questions, find out what their problems are, what their areas, their hot points, we like to call them, what their areas are in which they would something they would like to change. And then, once we get past the festive season, just give them a call and go, you know what, how you said that this isn't right, or that wasn't right, or you'd like to change this, or you'd like to go on holiday. I've got something I've just started. I need to come and show you about it because I'm super excited. Christmas wasn't necessarily the right time, but hey, I've got a whole week off now before we go back. Can I pop over and see you today or tomorrow? And there's so many people that are off for the whole week period. So make the most of it. Get out there and get some appointments done. Start seeing people. You've got that opportunity to see people while they're kind of in that downtime between Christmas and New Year, and that is a brilliant, brilliant opportunity. So don't be put off by the fact that it's Christmas or New Year. Really harness that, because you're perfectly placed to do amazingly well. I've got a team member who actually signed up a customer on Christmas Day last year. I don't necessarily recommend that all the time, but if you're in the right place and in the opportunity to do so, then yay, crack on, absolutely. So the list, so go back to practicing list and frogs and SAMs. So frogs is an acronym. The SAMs stands for switched on, ambitious and motivated people. So those are the people that we want to be seeing first. So that frogs is about getting all the names down on your list. There are all the different types of people in your world, and the list is really, really where your business is going to be. If you have no list, you have no business. So the bigger we can build your business is the bigger we've got your list to be. So frogs, F stands for friends and family. R stands for recreational, O is occupational, G is geographical, and S is same name. So go through your names and think, right, who's on my friends and family, and write down all your friends and family. You don't have to worry about whether you think they're going to say yes or whether they're going to say no. Just get them written down. Write down all your friends and family, and then think, right, okay, who's my partner's friends and family? Who's my mum's friends and family, or my best mate's friends and family, and get all those down as well. And then recreational, how about, all the people you may go and stand on a rugby pitch with while you're watching your kids play rugby on a Sunday morning, or maybe you go to the gym with, or, anything you do recreationally, anything like that, maybe play darts with down the pub or go to a quiz team. Anything you do recreational, write their names down. Anybody you know from a vaguely recreational background or, associated with you, then write them down. O is occupational, so who do you work with? All the people you work with, all the people you have ever worked with, all the people your partner works with. Spread the net wide. Don't worry about, as I say, whether or not they will, whether or not they'll say yes, whether they'll say no, whether they'll even listen to you. Just get the names written down. We can deal with the rest of it later. G is geographical, so write down all your neighbours, everybody who lives in your street. And then what about the street behind? And what about the street behind that? Or maybe what about your mum's street? Or what about your best friend's street? Or what about in your local village? Or, the next village across? Just spread the net geographically and just think laterally. You'll be amazed at how many names you find keep popping out. And then we got to get busy doing the do. We got to use calls, we got to use text, we got to use messages. But the key thing really is to approach people in the way that you would approach them anyway. So if you'd normally pick up the phone and chat to somebody, then do that. If you'd normally send somebody a text and you'd never dream of picking up the phone and talking to them, then why start now? Treat people how you want to be, talk to people how you normally would want to be talking to them. But it says here low-hanging fruit. And this is all about the people that you think would do you a favour, the people you think that would say yes to you as a bit of a, yeah, come on, I'll do you a favour, I'll do anything for you, come on over, happy to help, what can I do for you? Those are the people that we want to be going and seeing first. Now, it mentions about 5 levels as well. So 5 levels of formality is an amazing, amazing, amazing book and audio. It's written by a couple of the distributors that are, quite successful within this business. And they create some very short mini videos on the partner portal in the training section. Now, the 5 levels is all about how we talk to people. And everybody we know falls into one of 5 levels of categories of formality. I cannot recommend it highly enough for starting to talk to people and knowing how to approach people for the best, because how you speak to your mum is not how you would speak to, I don't know, the teacher at your child's school or a taxi driver you just met 30 seconds ago. You know, it's all about how to approach it and how to get the most success. So I cannot recommend the 5 levels enough. Go on the partner portal in the training section and have a look at their 5 very short videos. It will give you a great overview, and then get the book or the audio and listen to it or read it. Appointments, Zooms, biz launches, links, Zoom opportunities, you know, they're all ways of doing activity and all ways of moving you forward in this business. So get out there and do the appointments. You know, business is not going to grow if you're not getting out there talking to people. But use Zoom as a way of contacting or doing 3-way calls. But equally, biz launches are a great way to launch a business and show it to loads of people at the same time. You can send links to people for your business websites, and you know, there's a Zoom opportunity as well that runs every Thursday night that Lloyd does. So that's a fantastic way of getting people into what you're doing and using. It's all about using the tools you have available. Use your recruiter and upline. Yeah, totally. That's what we're here for. Any questions, as I said before, or anything that you're not sure of, or just use them for support. Get them along with you. Use their experience. As a very good friend, a successful woman within this business, Claire Hingott, says, you're the know-who, we're the know-how. So you put us in front of people and we'll show you how to do it. It's very simple, really. So make the most of our ability to help. And finally, ignore the results for the first 20 appointments. It doesn't matter what happens. It's just about getting out there and doing it, and just getting out there and doing it. And the faster we can get through, the faster we can get a lot of success quickly, which is what we're all about, and what we'd like. I'm sure most people like to happen. And again, I'm sure you're getting to grips with the fact that attitude and mindset really are the real key to what we do and how we take our business forward. So earn while you learn. As I mentioned earlier, this is not like university, spending years to learn and then wondering if you're going to get paid at the end of it. This is all about earning while you're learning. So get 3 gold customers in 30 days, any one of the gold bundles, and you're going to get your £100 fast start bonus. If we can get 2 team members, and get you to QD, and then between you all get 25 group, of which one of the team members is qualified as well, and that's another £200 bonus, because that gets you to future team leader. And then the team leader is another £300. In addition, these are not instead of or on top, you know, £100 extra, whatever. It's £300 in addition to the 200. And for that, you need to get 10 personal customers. You need to get 3 qualified distributors. And between all of you, you need to be getting 50 group customers. So it's about just getting in as many people as you can and getting everybody working, and the faster that's going to grow. Do that within 6 months of getting to QD, and you've got yourself a £300 bonus, which I'm sure you'd all agree would be lush. We've got Epsom coming up, the current promotion, 15 holiday points by Express Day in mid-March. Is ridiculously straightforward and simple to do if you're just doing a little bit regularly. We're all about just wanting to help and get it working for you. So get on the Epsom promotion, because that is going to be one hell of a party. Ask anybody about the Piggy Fest party that they threw a couple of years ago, and it was just the most amazing thing ever. And head office definitely know how to throw a good party. So Epsom will be amazing. Make sure you're there. It's very, very achievable. There's also holiday promotions. Warsaw, you get 64 points by the end of March, and get yourself 75 personal customers, and you'll be able to qualify to get yourself a brand new BMW Mini, which is fantastic. Obviously, along all of this as well, you've got Quip. You can be picking up Quip for all the customers that take all the services, and you're going to be building and developing that attitude and mindset as well. So just keep going, keep building, keep believing. Excuse me. And, you know, the best way to keep that attitude and mindset going is to get involved. Get yourself along to trainings and keep going back to them. You're perfectly entitled to do so, and they're all free. Opportunity presentations, absolute must, at least one a month. And it's a great way to introduce new people to what it is we do, and show them what it is without having to do any work ourselves. Pizza Tuesday is always amazing. There's not one in December, obviously, because of Christmas, but keep an eye out, because a little bit of activity will get you a free pizza and drink and dough balls, most importantly, at Pizza Express. next month. Home meetings, they're happening all over the place. If you hear of one coming up, get yourself along, because you'll be amazed at the wealth of information that that you could pick up, and hints and tips, and just that association is absolute key. Express Day, I've seen something on the portal saying that the tickets are being released on the 3rd of January. For those of you who have never been before, this is our annual conference. It's the biggest and most amazing event I've ever been to, and I've only ever missed it once because I was due to give birth to my daughter. She turned up 2 weeks late, and I spent ages kicking myself for not having said sod it, I'm going anyway, because I really felt like I'd missed out, and I'd hate for you all to feel the same. So get on the park portal on the 3rd of January as soon as the tickets are released, because they're released in blocks. Okay, so the block A, the ones at the front, will sell out within days. If you want to be at the front, if you want to be in the thick of the action, then get your tickets booked as soon as possible. And then just try a little bit of personal development. We've already mentioned the 5 levels of formality. There's so many amazing things to read and to listen to out there. So if you're a reader, then get some books. I'm sure the person who introduced you or some team members will recommend some amazing books. There's just too many to mention, and everybody's got their favorites. But get out there, get some good books, or if you don't like reading but you love to listen to things, then just listen to 10 minutes of personal development a day, or as I say, read 10 pages a day. You'll find it makes a massive difference and gives you a bit of a shield to the outside world and to any negativity you may encounter, and almost certainly will, because it's not always a bed of roses, nothing ever is, but it's absolutely 100% worth it. And again, it just comes down to reinforcing that attitude and the mindset. Have the mindset that you're going to do amazingly well in this. Have the right attitude that you're going to just get on with it and do it, and deal with things along the way, and you'll definitely go far in this business. And finally, the last thing is to smile. Smile, smile, smile. Yeah, it makes such a massive difference. If you're having a great day, then so is everybody else. So that kind of brings me to the end. It's 10 to 9. I've been going for about 20 minutes, which for anybody who knows me is actually pretty much a record. I'm normally waffling on long after this. Chris is nodding his head and thumbs up. So I'm going to leave you be. You've all got wrapping to be doing, or drinks to be drinking, or celebrating to be doing, I'm sure, you know, getting ready for Christmas. I know I certainly have. But have the most amazing time. Relax and enjoy it, and spend a little bit of time just thinking about how you're going to go forward and how you're going to make the most of the time once, as I say, the turkey has been eaten and the presents have been unwrapped and pulled apart and played with. All the best. Have an amazing time, everybody, and don't hesitate to shout on one of the WhatsApp groups or to upline if you need anything or have any questions, or if we can be any help. See you on the other side, folks. Bye.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye. Bye.